Check the scores before you come with your reckless talk.
Go check.
Sending call and banter my team and we banter yours. For the win, taking no L's, we don't do draws. Don't press pause, keep your ears peeled when Tezzy talks.
And the main part of the show is Man United they're just panicking.
Crisis.
Just typical Man United.
Crisis.
Like why? Like, we've already touched on Arnautovic already, thanks to Team of the Week. But, okay, save Richard Arnold. You fired the scouts because you feel like you need a change. You fired the chief scout. Why haven't you replaced them? Because clearly they need replacing.
All right, then, so that's who's to blame then?
Who's to blame for what?
The situation right now.
The Glazers are to blame. You can't blame the manager. You can't blame the manager. You can't even blame the CEO. The CEO does what he's told. The Glazers are to blame, bro.
The Glazers.
The Glazers are to blame.
Solely the Glazers.
Who else is to blame? In this new United. Who else is to blame?
The problem isn't now. The problem has been building. You get me?
And
the problem.
What's the common denominator in everything? Because we've had different managers. We've even got a new CEO.
Yeah, I get ya. But what you got, the bigger picture is Manchester United, your whole recruitment policy and everything is just fucked. You've been getting bare players in, spending bare money, and none of it's worked. That's the bottom line. None of it's worked. And how many of these players, how many signings have Manchester United made in the past 10 years that have been a success? Answer me that question. None. Exactly. And these are, and how many of these managers would you say have been financially backed and got players that they wanted?
See,
I would say most of them.
They've been financially backed. Asking, have they got the players they wanted? Of course they haven't, because when they get sacked and after the year of you're not allowed to speak, you hear them talk. You got friggin' Moyes talking about, bro, I wanted Fabregas. I was told I was gonna get Fabregas. And
Fabregas.
And I wanted Toni Kroos. And he ended up with Fellaini.
Toni Kroos.
He ended up with Fellaini.
You can't get Toni Kroos.
Choke.
Yeah,
Going on
you
to
can get Fellaini. You can have Fellaini.
Going on to LVG.
I'd say Fellaini was a success for you, man, bro.
No, he wasn't, bro.
Fellaini was a killer, bro.
No, he wasn't. Killer, bro.
Fellaini was a killer, bro. Amount of times my man saved you, man.
I'm the same thing. Not a lot of players have saved us amount of times.
He's a savior. He's not a killer.
But
He's a savior.
Yo, big up Fellaini, bro. My man dragged Guendouzi's hair, blood.
He's not no.
Yo, my man did you,
he's not no killer, and there's no big up from me. Yeah, just dead.
Every head
This
is
is what I'm
his.
saying. This is what I'm
We
saying.
need that now, bro. Fucking
Man, mad, bro.
Manchester United, you just
Man had centre
signed
midfielders like Park Ji-sung and Fletcher, and man are clapping in Fellaini, bro. The standards are on
in the last 10
floor.
years.
I don't care about the last 10 years. Where have we? Who have we been?
I'm
in the last
talking
10
about
years?
your signings in the last
And they've
10
been
years.
shit. And why have they been
Fellaini
shit?
is up there.
No, he's not.
It has to be.
He's not.
Definitely is.
Nah.
It has to be.
Nah,
So
he's not.
that's like in the next 5 years.
All right, then.
That's like saying Fred hasn't.
Who's
Fred hasn't
been
been
more
a success.
successful?
Fred hasn't been a success. What?
Fred's been was more successful than Fellaini.
Bro, he said Fred's good.
No,
Fred,
I'm saying,
in the
I'm
next
not saying-
5 years.
I'm asking you who has been more successful, Manchester United than Fellaini in players that you've
in
signed
the last 10 years.
In the
last
last
10 years.
I don't
Just
think
name a
that- I don't
couple.
think that- I don't think there has been one, bro.
De Gea.
Not De Gea. De Gea.
Can't.
Wait, more successful than Fellaini in the last 10 years?
Yeah.
Players that got signed in that last 10 years.
as well.
So since David Moyes came, you just signed Fellaini, innit? In that season. So since then,
Rashid.
who have you signed? No,
He's youth squad. Don't worry, it's coming.
Players that you've signed
You're gonna
that have
disagree,
been
but you
more
can't.
successful than Fellaini.
Luke Shaw.
Successful.
Martial.
Martial!
What? He's got the same amount of trophies and more
What?
goals and more assists.
He's a striker. He's going to get more goals and more
You ask me a question, don't make excuses.
Martial ain't no success, bro. Ain't no
He's
success.
no success, bro. How explain? Man, explain.
He's a golden child that man is
Man,
still waiting to see
explain.
turn gold. blood.
Martial's a flop signing. I'm saying that.
Oh, my
Manchester.
Martial is a flop
So how
signing.
is Fellaini a success, but Martial is an
So has
explain?
Martial come good yet?
Explain, bro.
Answer that question. Has Martial come good yet?
Has he come good? He's had 2 good seasons.
BAV South.
How many
Seven
seasons?
seasons, 2 out of the 7.
How many good seasons has
We're talking
Fellaini
about the
had?
last 10
No,
years.
2
How
good
did-
seasons by his standards.
All right, then.
How good has
How much-
Fellaini
how
been?
much-
My man
man-
scores 2 goals against
my-
West Brom and these man are
my-
twerking.
my
Oh,
man-
shut up, man. Man are
Fellaini-
chatting shit. Man
my-
are chatting shit.
Fellaini
Man are
was a
chatting
vocal
shit.
point
They've got
in our
vocal
midfield
point.
for more than 2 seasons.
Vocal point, and they got the run around by fucking man like
Does it
Shea
matter?
Adams.
Does it
and
matter?
fucking-
Does it
and
matter?
fucking-
He still carried our midfield for more than 2 seasons, did he not?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Oh, my
How did Fellaini carry? our
Fellaini was
midfield?
your main threat for a
Bro.
couple seasons.
Oh, more than 2.
He was your main
More
threat,
than
bro.
2.
Martial hasn't even been a main threat ever, bro. There's always been someone bigger than him.
How can a top scorer for 2 seasons not be a main threat?
Oh,
Are you
he's
not
not a
listening
main
to
threat,
that?
fam.
Are you not listening to that?
Even
But
when
man
he's
are cleaning
scoring them
Fellaini.
goals,
all right,
who
all
was
right,
right next
all
to
right,
him?
All right, Herrera. We'll move on. Herrera. Tell me I'm wrong. Herrera has been more clinical and more crucial for Manchester United than Fellaini.
I disagree.
Wow. How do you disagree? They've got the same amount of trophies again, and Herrera has more goals and assists than Fellaini. What's success then? What is success, bro?
I disagree.
Talk to me, bro? You sitting there, you just saying I disagree. Why do you disagree?
Because Fellaini was more impactful than Herrera, I think.
Explain. You're not explaining.
Because-
you're just saying stuff.
Fellaini, on that pitch, something's going to happen for you,
Name
man.
it. Okay.
That's just what I felt. That's just what I felt.
Besides the Juventus own goal, name me a game where Fellaini had come on, and don't say bear.
I'm not going to name them because I don't watch Man United like that. But there's bare at times,
how can
Fellaini...
More than Herrera, no chance. If you asked Manchester United fans now, who would they take back? Being as our midfield is so horrible, who would they take right now, Fellaini or Herrera?
Yeah, you would take Herrera back because you need a player like that right now. You don't need a midfield that's going to save you and score goals.
Paul Pogba has been more successful at Man United than Fellaini.
Paul Pogba is shit, man.
What? This man have an agenda. You rate
I ain't got
Fellaini
no-
cool. You have,
I
bro.
don't-
Could you just change it?
I didn't rate Fellaini.
I've just named
I'm not
four
saying I rate
players.
Fellaini. I'm saying he
I've
was
just
more...
named- No,
Fellaini
How?
was
How?
more impactful than
How?
Paul Pogba. I'm saying that right now.
How?
For Manchester United, he
How?
was.
How?
Pogba... What?
More
what did-
goals, more assists, more trophies. They
Don't
don't
matter.
even have the same. More
It
trophies.
don't matter, bro.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? So what are we judging? What are we judging the success on? What are we judging the success on?
On what a
On
player...
what you think?
No. On what impact that player is meant to make for your team.
And Pogba has not made an impact.
Not a big one.
Not
I'm not
he's
saying that. We're comparing him to Fellaini, bro, not De Bruyne.
I'm saying Pogba,
hell, bro?
the impact Pogba should make for Manchester United, he did not live up to that.
I never said he
Fellaini
did. That's
over-exceeded at Manchester
No, he
United.
didn't. How?
did.
No, he didn't.
No
How?
one expected Fellaini to come in and do what he did for you.
What
man.
did he
You
do,
man was
bro?
relying on Fellaini. at
What did he
certain
do?
times.
Score a couple of goals. Who hasn't scored a couple of goals, bro? Rashford has scored a couple of goals. Depay has scored a couple of goals, bro. Man, I'm saying impact for
Can I say
goals.
something?
Okay,
Can
let
I
me
say
ask you,
something?
as a United fan,
Just to try... No,
who-
wait.
Man don't realize how I rate Pogba.
I don't care
I
if you
rate
rate him.
Pogba.
You're chatting
Let me
shit
just say
right now.
something. I'm not chatting shit.
You are chatting shit.
Let me say something.
I just don't reckon you're hearing what man is saying about Fellaini.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and say something to try and make him understand, innit?
I understand, man. I just chatting shit.
Liverpool, yeah. Arguably, Hendo's probably their shittest midfielder, yeah. He's very
He's not.
impactful.
He's
for them,
not.
though.
Man just don't rate Henderson. How is he their shit? He's
very
better than
impactful.
Keita. If we go through,
That's
if we-
opinion, but
if we go through all their midfield,
it shouldn't be. And he's
if we
very
was to
impactful.
go, is Henderson better than Milner?
Now just answer that. But hear what I'm saying though. Is he not? Is he or is he not very impactful for his old age?
His old age, right now, he's shit for them.
Bro, he's impactful for them.
No,
bro.
he's
That's why
not.
they still use him.
No, he's not, bro.
You don't think Hendo's impactful
right
for
now,
Liverpool?
right now,
That's
no.
coming from me, you know. Man, I've heard me get onto Hendo.
Nah, I've always rated
But
Henderson.
he's highly impactful for them.
From when they got the captain's
You don't have
armband
to be
from
the best on the
Gerrard.
field to be
Now you
impactful,
don't.
you
No,
know.
you don't.
All right,
But
then, so stop trying to go
however,
like Fellaini has to be the best.
I'm
on
not
the
saying
pitch
that though,
compared
but
to
I've
Pogba.
clearly
He's
named
more
players.
impactful on the pitch, though.
No, he's not. Compared to, man, I'm saying Fellaini has been more impactful for United than Paul Pogba.
Bro, in the
that
last
is a
couple
lie.
seasons, everyone started to realize
That
Pogba
is
hasn't
a
actually
lie.
done anything for us.
That is a lie. It's just a lie, though.
In
A
the last
man scored the winning goal for us to win a fucking trophy. What did Fellaini do? Has Fellaini had that kind of impact? Has Fellaini had that kind of impact? Because if it wasn't for Pogba's goal, we would not have lifted that cup. What has Fellaini done to equal that or top that? Just name me one thing and I'll shut my mouth right now.
Fellaini's just Fellaini, bro.
They can't name one thing. It's dead. It's
That's
dead.
a one-off game, though. Well, I'm talking
Jeez.
generally.
Okay,
You
Martial.
could say Lingard. Lingard won you a trophy as well, didn't he?
Yeah, we did. Lingard
so
is more
Lingard-
impactful. Is more impactful than Fellaini.
Then
Yes.
Pogba.
Than Pogba.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's won us. Lingard has won us 2 trophies. Pogba's only won us 1.
That's fair play.
If that's your point, then fair enough.
Like,
That's
man,
your point.
I can't believe
Well, that-
the honest pundit and the wild pundit are saying that Fellaini has more impact than poor Pogba. Martial, you have an agenda. How if I'm just
Marquee
if I
moments.
just said
You're isolating it to cup games,
I
a
said-
one-off game.
In the league,
Of course, it's gonna. Of course, it's gonna.
in the
Of
league.
course, you're gonna win on that point.
This is what you man don't know. Most of Fellaini's goals that came from man was in the one-off cup games. He didn't bang off in the league. Pong will be here banging off in the league when we need to get that 1 point or we need to get that 3 points. I'm not sitting here saying Fellaini hasn't saved man. Man can
saved
go
you
on
many
Twitter.
times,
Man can go on Twitter. Man can go to previous videos. Fellaini has been saving man. Yes, but has he been more impactful than Paul Pogba, Herrera, Martial, Luke Shaw? No, he fucking hasn't, bro. And he will never be. It's just that simple. You, man,
rattled,
I
you
just
know.
chat, man, I'm chatting shit, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's honest. I'm just chatting shit, bro. Don't chat shit, bro. Don't chat shit.
Oh god, we got him.
Chatting shit, man, didn't get me.
Got it.
I asked man 2 things and there was silence on both occasions.
Got it.
Got you.
Right. So that's that, innit? Man, no, Fellaini has not been more impactful than these players. For 1, he hasn't. Number 2, what was next? What was we even talking about?
We're talking about
we're just in
your
a
signings and how
we're just
how many flops you've signed.
we've
Basically,
had a few, but
I'm saying 95% of them.
Howlers.
95% of our signings have been flops.
Howlers.
Nah,
Howlers.
I don't agree with that. If you was to say, I would say 80% of our signings since Fergie's gone, we've kind of fucked up their career for different reasons.
Howlers.
But I wouldn't say they've been howlers.
You want me to explain why they've been howlers? Was you like an explanation? Because it's a perfectly good explanation for why they're all howlers. Bro. Man call Man United the biggest club in the world, one of, yeah, top 3, top 5, whatever you want to call it, yeah. Every single one of them top teams has got like the craziest top player playing for them, fam. Our signings have been that bad. I couldn't tell you the last top player that's ever come from us, bro, in the last 10 years, bro. What top player have we ever had? We bought one, Pogba, turned him into trash. We bought back an old one. He wants to leave again. We ain't created a top player in years, bro. We haven't. We've been signing howlers, bro. This is United, you know, the top team. You see Real Madrid and Barca. Barca can't even sign people, and they've been signing crackers,
Don't say, but Barca. But what's the last?
Barca have signed Brodies.
What's the last top player?
Lewandowski.
Whoa. What's the last top
Lewandowski.
player? Yeah, he was already a top player before. We've signed.
It doesn't matter, bro.
You just said we've signed top players. Yeah,
Bro.
we've signed them. But what top player has come from Barcelona and Real Madrid, bro?
Ansu Fati.
From who? He came from their youth academy. I could say that about Rashford.
Yeah, but I could.
Rashford the top player.
Exactly.
No,
I could
at
argue
this
that
moment in
Ansu
time,
Fati is
at this
better than
moment
him.
in time, no. But when we brought him through, when we brought him through and he was doing his thing, he was a top player.
Gavi.
A lot of people, pundits.
Pedri, Gavi.
Yeah, we're talking about players that they've bought. Like, what player have they bought? Yeah,
that
they've
turned
bought.
into top players.
Yeah, they haven't. None. Dembele. Who? They bought Griezmann. They bought Griezmann. We're talking last 10 years. Griezmann, shite. Coutinho, shite. Dembele, shite. Would you like me to continue?
So telling me no star
Suarez.
players come from the last 10 years.
Yeah, when they come from Liverpool.
Oh yeah, Suarez.
Come on, man.
One.
You can't do that, man. It's
That's one. Real Madrid.
Neymar.
Benzo.
They bought him as a top player, and
You can't class that as buying him as a top player, fam. They bought him from another squad, and look who he is now, fam.
But you just said we've bought
last
top
season.
players.
He just
So
got
is it-
best player of the Champions League, bro. You
for
don't
the
get
first
that,
time
bro,
since
just 'cause you
Ronaldo
bought-
left.
All right, but
Yeah, he was a.
Now it's time to shine, innit? What do you want to say?
star, man,
But that
now.
means it's been created now, innit? That's my point. They've created a star player. We ain't done that in years, bro.
Yeah, we haven't. I'm not disagreeing with you, but you can't just
So
sit there
that
and
boils
say.
down to our point. My point.
No, you can't
Howlers-
just sit here and say we've signed Howlers
we
because
have.
we ain't created no one top. It's not that. Like
We're
there's
supposed to
been
be a top club, fam.
we ain't been a
So
top
going
club
off
for-
that. So going off that, we are no longer a top club. I'm gonna make the announcement right now. We're in the top club.
Who said United's been a top club though?
Fam, every time this is how
You're
we
a top
spoke
club.
about.
You just don't get run like a top club.
We're not a top
that's how we
club.
spoke about it. Whenever man talk about
We're not a
transfers, or
top
this or
club,
that,
bro.
it's,
We're
oh,
up. We're a
Man
top
United,
club.
we're a big
Manchester
club,
United
blah,
are a
blah,
top
blah.
club
Man
based
need to
off
stop
history.
saying that, then, innit? We're
It's
a
not
big
a
club no
top
more.
team.
But man, I've never. Who are you talking about right here, Car? You can't say. I've sat here and said, like, I will always say, Man United are the best club in the world. A Leeds fan would say their club is the best club in the world because that's the team they support.
Man say like Man U is the big club, fam, the big Man U, blah blah.
In
blah.
terms of what?
Man know how Man U man go on, innit?
In
Or not
terms
even
of-
Man U. Other people from different teams that support different teams say it as well, fam. Man U are a big club, bro. I'm just saying.
In
Maybe
terms
we're
of-
not as big as we think anymore. You get me? Like we're a mid club right now, fam. No guys. Like that's just it. We are a mid club. We even finished mid last season, bro.
Right, so
Top
other
half
than
of
the
the table.
Glazers,
There
what
was nobody
else?
else.
What else is there to blame? You can't just say the Glazers, but what are the reasons?
Explain to me
what are the
why it's not
reasons
the Glazers.
though?
I'll tell you why it's the Glazers. Wait.
Whoever is in charge
Like
of hiring
there's
staff.
gotta be, you gotta isolate things that are going on
Yeah,
that have
literally.
caused this.
Yeah,
You
I'll
get
let-
me?
I'll
So
let-
you can't
See-
just say the Glazers.
You know, like,
I'll let you land. I'll let you land. I'll let you land.
You know, like any
You
company
gotta
will
say
have
like
like a
recruitment,
Yeah,
lack
nah,
of
not even
coaching.
recruitment, fam.
You got me? What has caused this crisis?
Up to this point,
Go
I'd
on,
say
go
lack
on,
of
Nat.
coaching, but now we've got Ten Hag, and I know for a fact he's a good coach because I'm watching with Ajax. He's a good coach, but we'll see how that goes. As for recruiting, I don't mean recruiting players. I mean any business will have job roles. Once a job role's gone, the business's role, like job to replace that. Innit? There has to be some sort of HR team that fills that role. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like we ain't got that, bro. It's like people go missing, and man, you don't ever fill in the gaps. Like we've been without a coach before.
You can say that about players as well.
Wait, just let me. You man, just let me know when you're
but
finished.
Look
Let
how
me-
much players got released
And
or
not replaced?
released this season.
yeah, I'll let
and
you-
you didn't replace.
Okay.
And that goes for our staff, though.
Which was like 11 players that left.
Our staff is just like.
Are we talking the
right
last
now.
10 years or are we talking right
I'm
now?
on about this season right now.
Since Fergie left, bro, it's all been a sham.
So we're talking the last 10 years, all right, safe.
Basically.
All the players that have not been good enough, Mourinho, LVG, Oli, and Moyes have hired them all. Those are the 4 managers that have not worked out, yeah? Who hired those managers?
Whoever the hell in charge of hiring managers is, it should be the owner.
Which was, we've only, to give you a clue, we've only had a new CEO in the last 6 months. Right, Woodward. Okay, so Woodward failed with 4 managers. Who hired him?
Bro, I just said to you.
I'm not, bro.
Glazers,
I'm
right?
gonna
You can't just point the
bro. I'm
everything
gonna.
at the Glazers, bro.
There's got to be.
I'm gonna. If you just answer the
Because when
question.
Mourinho won,
See, I let them finish talking.
When
I let
Mourinho's
them
winning,
finish talking.
when
I let-
Mourinho's winning Europa League, you're not thanking the Glazers, are you?
Yeah, facts.
I let them finish talking. You're just going off on a tangent, bro. Just answer the question.
I'm
Who
not.
hired them?
I'm not because you.
Who
it doesn't make
hired
sense.
them?
It's double standards.
If you let me finish, you will hear my explanation.
Finish.
Who hired Ed Woodward? Just answer the question.
Glazers.
Okay, cool. So the Glazers have hired Ed Woodward. Ed Woodward has hired 4 managers. He's not done his research. The first manager he hired was off the back of what Alex Ferguson
you're going on like
recommended.
these man.
Bro, are
you-
you gonna
you
let me
didn't-
finish talking?
Going
You
on
just-
like these managers weren't rated.
Bro,
Other
are you
than
gonna let
Oli,
me-
the managers were rated at the time. No one
Who
was
was Moyes?
complaining.
Who was Moyes rated by?
But Moyes was a.
Who was Moyes
Moyes
rated by?
Moyes was doing his thing at Everton.
I think they
You're not-
could've given
Was
him
he
the job
not?
without doing
Moyes
that.
was
They
a
give
highly
him-
rated Premier League manager.
They give him the job.
That
of
Sir
Ferguson, bro.
Alex wanted him.
Exactly.
You get me?
Exactly. So, who rated
Coming
Moyes?
from a man
The
like
fans.
that, you rated then, innit?
Who rated Moyes? The fans or the previous manager? Because when it was we're linked with Moyes, the fans weren't happy.
All right, so you're blaming the Glazers for that, but you think
They're in
you
charge
think,
of the
You
club.
think the Glazers are picking
They picked
Moyes.
Ed Woodward to pick the. They picked Ed Woodward to pick the managers.
It's off Sir. You know,
Well, I
Sir
didn't-
Alex
we're
is
still on
running the
Moyes.
club.
Okay.
He's still running the club.
That's a conspiracy. We don't know that for fact.
We know it, bro.
Can I say something?
We know that. No, bro, because I'm still speaking. Man ain't answering. Man are just butting in when I'm still talking. So, safe. Moyes.
Rattled, bro.
Moyes was
He
hired
needs
by.
a drink, bro. He needs some rain.
Was hired from fucking Moyes, yeah? Safe. He didn't work out. What did he go and do? He hired LVG, a has-been. What does Ed Woodward know about football? You're sitting next to me and you know, fam, my man's a banker, bro. What does Ed Woodward know about football?
I know that.
You know, what does Ed Woodward know about football?
Not a lot.
Exactly. He goes and hires LVG because.
But you're missing the point.
What's the point? What's the point?
Like that to me, you're not proving a point to me. You're about to prove my point by saying that.
What's your point?
It is a business not run well, and as
Well,
a
man,
owner,
know this.
no, but listen though, you see the Glazer, yeah. You see when everyone's shouting Glazer this, Glazer that. You know what he's doing? He's at home chilling. He's bought a business and he's give it to a different man to run for him. You can't always blame the Glazers, bro. I've been saying this for years, bro. Because the Glazers in his yard chilling right
Just
now.
like we can't always blame the
You
Cronkies,
see
bro.
Cronky, fam. You see Cronky. He's over there chilling. You don't know what the hell's going on with Arsenal, and he's give it to a next man to run. You get what I'm trying to say? And now it's the next man's job to make sure everyone's doing their job. Someone somewhere after the Glazers and after Woodward or whoever's got Woodward's job now is not doing that.
But this is
bro.
my point.
So that's their fault.
This
There is
my
someone
point.
in the chain.
This is
that's
my
doing
point.
a very bad job.
I didn't get to finish just because as soon as I mentioned the Glazers,
And then
Keem's
you-
just
man are blowing up the
Keem's
Glazers
just
phone.
Because
And
it's
probably
a-
blowing up
it's
theirs.
a
I'm not finished, bro.
It's an easy
The
escape.
Nah, it's not easy
Yeah,
escape.
everything- easy escape.
Everything.
I didn't
Go straight to
finish,
the top.
bro. I didn't finish once. The
Meanwhile,
main
Tony at the
culprit,
top's halfway around the world.
the main culprit for the last 10 years has to be Woodward, bro. He's hired 4 managers. Arnold has only hired 1.
But who hired Woodward?
The Glazers, so they have to take some responsibility, bro. Like shit, our appointment didn't work out. They done the right thing and said, Woodward, you have to go. But still, there's been many situations where the manager under Ed Woodward would come to you and say, listen, I need this amount of funding because the squad's not good enough. You say, no, we're not giving you no funding because we're taking money out of the club for whatever. That's bad. The Glazers ain't put no peas into Manchester United since they bought it. Is that not a bad thing? As much as Arsenal say Cronky this and Cronky that, and Liverpool fans say FSG this and FSG that, they've put money into the club, bro. Glazers ain't put no money into the club. What they've done is say, yo, you are the CEO, you run it. Ed Woodward failed. I'm saying 60% of the blame has to go to Ed Woodward because he's the CEO, he runs the club, the Glazers just own it. 40%, they have to hold some accountability. They've done the right thing now and replaced him, but they're still doing the same foolishness as what they was doing when it was under Ed Woodward. A proper owner, Newcastle, Chelsea, the new youth that's just coming to Chelsea, safe, it's supposed to be a new thing. Bro, invest, even if it's 5 million, invest some money into the club. Or if you don't want your name tarnished, go and get some football people.
Yeah,
we have had no football people running the club for 10 years, bro.
The whole goal of life is to have a self-sustaining business, fam. You see, if I've set up a club like United, I ain't looking to put money into it even after a couple of years. Fam. Do you know how much money they turn over, bro? I don't need to.
Bro,
I'm
they
still
bought the
one of
club
the
on-
richest.
But
They haven't, listen to what you're saying. They haven't put a penny in, I'm still one of the richest.
We're not no more. That's what I'm saying. You need to do your
don't
research,
count
bro.
the Saudis because everyone knows.
Nah,
man can't
it's not
touch
about
kind
that.
of
It's
money,
not
bro.
about that. That's
I'm
what I'm
talking about
saying.
in
Do
terms
your
of revenue
research.
for footballs, fam.
Nah,
for
nah,
football
nah.
teams.
Do your
fam.
research.
We're one of the biggest clubs when it comes to
Do
money.
your
fam.
research,
Hence
Capo.
why we
We're not
blow
no
money.
more. We're not no more, bro. Do
Man say
your
we're not
research.
normal, but we can still spend more than a lot of teams.
Do your research. That's because of financial fair play won't affect us. That doesn't necessarily mean we're still bringing in the mad thing
Yeah,
revenues.
but look how much
Because
money we
we're
can
not.
spend. And
United are in the mud,
pocket.
man. They're in the mud. They're in the
not.
mud, guys.
That's what
That's
we've
a
been saying.
self-sustaining
They're in
business
the
right
mud.
there. Yeah, I'd love to have one.
Bro, we're in 6. They brought the club on £600 million worth of debt. They've been here for 11 years. The debt hasn't decreased, not once. These men have almost finished paying off their stadium with the shit owners that they have. These men are parasites, bro. It's horrible. It's so bad that after bloody 11 years, the media are onto them. The media, bro. The media. That's how bad it is. United are in the mud, yes, and the Glazers are the responsible ones because they own the frigging club. Yeah, Ed Woodward didn't live up to the billing like how David Gill did and the guy before him. And who knows, maybe Richard Arnold can turn it around. But as of right now, it's peak, bro. You got man relying on the manager for signings. What other club does that? No other club does that. Man have their preferred signings who they would like, but you got a club. The club's so in the mud, they're relying on the manager's relationship with a player to get the deal over the line. Are you crazy, bro? That's poor business. That's poor business. That's poor ownership. That's even poor from the CEO. But like Keane said, United are in the mud. We've never denied this. Whose fault is it? My opinion, it starts from the top and it makes its way down to the bottom. Boy, the way how things are going, bruv. 3 seasons, we're going to have manager number 6, bro. The way how things are going.
Eric, 10 months.
Nah, but listen to how sad United fans get, you know. How much games we played this season?
Have we played 1? That's not me, bro.
I don't want to hear it. I actually don't want to hear it.
That's not me saying it's gonna fail.
We're moving on. Because there's no excuse for that, fam. That is so poor, bro.
What's poor?
You're already saying he's gonna be out the door and he's played 1 game for us, bro.
Name one signing that
it doesn't matter.
Like,
there's
bro,
nothing you can say to me that makes
it's how
that okay.
But it's how the clubs run. It's not about him. I'm not saying he's a shit coach. No way. I'm saying he's a shit coach. I'm the one sitting here saying if he wants an Arnautovic, go and get an Arnautovic. That's fine. But the way how the clubs run, the way how the clubs run, you haven't Ketia, bro. Allow it. It's shit.
It's not fine.
Anyway, the way,
burning, bro.
The way how the club is run, you even yourself know in your chest if he doesn't get back properly, it could be peak for him, bro. Forget 1 game. Deep it, fam.
And Ketia will outscore Martial this season.
They definitely won't.
And Ketia will outscore Martial.
He played the game.
Exactly.
He won't. Has Ketia come off the bench?
Yeah, he come off the bench last game.
How long for?
Did it?
I can't remember.
That was a pre-season game. It wasn't.
Did he score?
I was gonna say that.
But did he score? So are both of them on the same amount of goals at this moment in time? Okay.
There's been 1 game. I'm saying end of the season, and Ketia will be on more goals than Martial.
Nah, I don't think so.
Remember this one?
It's there. Exactly, it's there, bro. I don't think so.
Remember this one?
Say nothing. So what happens if Martial scores more than Ketia?
He's meant to. He's meant to.
Is he?
Yeah.
Why is he meant to?
Because how much does he cost?
What do you mean? How much does he cost? What?
How much did he cost?
Fuck. We're gonna move on. Right.
How much is he on a week?
The second part, the same as Nketiah, you know.
100 grand.
That's right.
He's definitely not.
Okay. Right. So the second part, since we're talking about crisis, don't think that you man are going unnoticed.
Crisis.
We're moving on to the second part of the main show. Liverpool, what's going on, man? Talking about boards and crisis and all these things. You lot got no midfield.
But
you got your manager.
Klopp needs to stop making excuses, fam.
What do you want Klopp to do, bro?
Blood. I'm not even talking about the players and that, but whenever stuff don't go Liverpool's way, my man's crying all the time, bro. The pitch was dry.
Klopp's a baby still. That's one thing I've clapped about Klopp.
My man's
you know what it is? I feel like he's too
moaning, bro.
used to winning now. And once something don't go his way, he's always...
I'm starting to dislike him, bro.
He's been like that from Dortmund. I'll be honest.
So what was that? Martial's on 250 bags a week. He definitely knew that as well.
Of course I knew that, man. Don't be stupid. My man just signed that deal, 3 seasons ago?
Your man just barefaced lied in my face. You get me? This is what I can deal with this geezer. Man, that's poor from you, that is, you know.
Of course, bro, you knew I knew that, fam.
Of course, I knew. But you know what? This geezer.
I didn't look at him directly. But
man had his toes crossed, you know.
Nah, I'm still back in Martial. He's not getting outscored by Nketiah. But anyway, yo, Liverpool, what's going on, man? We talk about boards and how shit they are and blah blah blah. Why is Klopp talking about he has to do with what he's got That's what Jose said when he was at United. That's what LVG said when he was at United. That's what Moyes said when he first came into the job. I don't need it.
This is the life of a manager.
But hold on.
Players
No.
get injured.
No. It's not the life as a manager. Because if Pep needs a signing, bro, you don't see what just happened, bro. Who's the central midfielder that just... When Pep wants something, is what I'm trying to say. He gets it. Yeah? If you sign for Chelsea as a manager, whatever you want, you get it. Lampard got... Who's Lampard, bro? My man got, 11 signings? Something crazy like that? You get me? So, back to Liverpool. What's going on, man? Like, yes, I see a lot of Liverpool fans saying, yo, I appreciate the board could have brought Klopp in and Klopp's won us this and da. But one title in, 6 years? Against City's, we're all predicting City's about to get 5 and 6. It's not good enough, and the reason it's not good enough because Klopp, as great as he is,
he's won every trophy though.
Once,
don't matter, bruv. He's won every trophy.
The only trophy that
much
Pep
managers don't win nothing in their career.
Yeah, I hear that, but what does that have to do with him needing a midfielder? And rather than saying, okay, we're gonna look into the market because my board is going to, pattern me. Saying he's going to rely on Harvey Elliott. My man he just recovered from a leg injury one day. He's not Van Dijk, bro. He's a kid, blood. You can't rely on Harvey Elliott when Man City have just bought friggin' Gomez and probably going to buy somebody else. Chelsea are about to sign De Jong. He needs midfielders, bro.
Frankie.
It's peak, blood. It's peak.
Swear down, Chelsea about to sign De Jong.
You know they're about to sign De Jong, but we're talking about Liverpool right now. You ain't
I don't even know that one.
You get me?
Man, I'm going by you, man.
Swear down.
Man, you.
That's what Ten Hag thought, but clearly not.
Oh, you, man.
But yo, what's your thoughts on this situation right now? Because I think FSG are throwing Klopp under the bus. Me personally, what league are they gonna get when they have to rely on Harvey Elliott and James Milner?
But they've done already spent how much? How much was Darwin Núñez? 100 mil.
That's a package. If we're being honest,
Is that their only signing?
Nah, they got
Fabio Carvalho.
That was like 30 mil.
Darwin Núñez.
Yeah.
They just spent how much on Luis Diaz in January?
Oh yeah, I forgot about my man.
They can't moan, fam.
Yeah, they got some. Wow.
Of course they can moan, bro. They're competing with Manchester City with
Yeah,
Pep Guardiola, who just gets whatever he wants.
But this has
need a
been
midfielder.
happening.
They need
Man
a
City
midfielder,
been
fam.
doing this.
That's just Man City for
You get me? They can't moan now.
It's not new.
Like it's nothing new.
They weren't challenging when
Oh,
Man City
Man
been
City's
doing
not
this.
Haaland.
That's
Who else is
always
Haaland
been
really gonna go
Liverpool's.
to?
That's always been the point they use when trying to separate Klopp and Pep, or he does it without money, all of this stuff,
Yeah,
all of this
facts.
stuff.
That's one of their
But now they
highlights,
want to
though.
moan about it.
Yeah, that's one of their highlights.
Because you don't think Liverpool, in all honesty, you don't think Liverpool deserve to just have a shopping spree, bro.
But they spend money, fam.
No, they
They
don't.
just spent 100 mil on one player, bro. That's not our fault, fam. That's their own.
They didn't spend 100 mil. It's a 100 mil package. Yes, man, will
Don't
throw
matter, fam.
these geezers, but
They don't like putting their hand in their pocket, but everyone knows that. But you've just bought a player for basically 100 million.
they had
There's
to.
your shopping spree, bro. Like,
That's
what,
not a
what more do
shopping
you
spree,
want,
fam. They got no midfield. Even do it like Arsenal have done it.
They
Other
just
teams
ran
have
up the
done it.
budget.
Nah.
You get
That's
me?
what I'm saying,
They ran
like,
up the
that's
budget.
your own fault,
What
bro.
more do you want to do?
You man sound like you got agendas right
No,
now.
it's just
this
like,
is
what more do you
me
want?
talking about Liverpool. What more do they want? They need them. It's
What
not
was
like
their
they don't-
budget?
You know,
What was
if all
their
midfielders-
budget? What was
you know,
their
if
budget?
all their midfielders was fit and they were still moaning and safe, but bro, they're in a crisis in midfield, fam. Thiago is a lemon. Fabinho, you might as well call him a lemon. They've got friggin' James Milner, who's a dinosaur, and a baby in Harvey Elliott, bro. They need a midfielder, fam.
No, but this is the situation. Basically, let's say man's going on a night out, yeah. I'm thinking, yeah, I need a new shirt. I need a new T-shirt. I don't need new shoes. I got new shoes. I got shoes at home that I can wear. You get me? You get to the club, bouncer's like, oh, you can't wear them shoes. The shoes are no good. You was thinking, what I've got already, I can use.
Yeah.
It's only till it's only till it's come to the point where they can't use my man them now because they're injured or whatever.
like
that they're
depth, innit?
thinking, oh shit, I should have bought new
Yeah,
shoes.
literally.
You get me?
I hear what you're saying, but it's a bit different. Because
like-
like I
it's
said,
like thinking
they're
you're about-
competing. They're competing
about
with
the players
Chelsea.
who-
Yeah, you got
They're
sometimes you gotta think about these things that happen in football. Players get injured. This is nothing new. Everyone knows this stuff. It's just like Arsenal didn't buy any midfielders in January or a new striker after selling Aubameyang. 2-2s, we're not scoring no goals. You get me?
And
This
everyone's
is we knew
expecting
this.
goals.
We knew this.
Yeah, but the window is still open, fam. They
Exactly,
need a
the window's still open. So
they
why
need
the
a-
moaning? They know
because
what's gonna happen.
They don't think they're gonna get a midfielder, fam. You've already got the manager coming out talking about,
All right, so
yeah,
they
Arsenal's gonna
go
show up.
they go get a new midfielder, spend what 45 million on him, and then Thiago comes back. What then?
They've got reinforcements. They've got someone there just in
But
case.
what about the reinforcements that they've already got? What about
What reinforcements? The kids?
Harvey Elliott, the new that they just gave a new contract
the
to.
kids? Even yourself, you're saying you need more signings. Do you want to really rely on your kids now, saying that?
We've been relying on them niggas, bro.
I'm saying right now. I'm not asking if you
It's
have.
not ideal. but
Exactly,
That's
bro.
the whole point of the youth academy.
Nah, fam.
If you
I
need,
feel, I feel like this.
if
is
you need to
another
call on
agenda,
them
fam.
players, you call on them players.
Liverpool, if they're competing with Manchester City,
not an
that just
agenda.
buy here, there, and
just
everywhere,
facts.
they should be buying another midfielder, fam. That's what I'm saying about these American owners, fam. They're no good, bro.
No, but
They're no good.
this has never been the way they're working now is how they've been working the last 6 years of being successful. So why change
And
it
it
now?
ain't really got them where they really want to be.
How isn't it?
One of each.
I'll take one of each, bro.
Of course you are. You're
One of
starving.
each.
Starving.
Of course you are. You're
You'll
starving.
take one of each for the next 6 years.
Starving.
Exactly.
But we've won everything. There is to win.
That's
We've
not
won
good enough,
everything.
bro. That's
it
not
don't
good
matter.
We've
It
won
don't
everything
matter,
there is
but
to
right
win.
now, you're not winning nothing.
We're winning pants.
In the next 6 years, you would take one. You would.
I take one.
You would take one of each in the next 6 years.
These man want another, yeah, but these man want another certain and another
I'll
certain.
take a Prem in the
and
next
another
Who's to
years.
say they're not
Bro,
gonna get a next
Liverpool,
one?
you're comparing Man U right now to Liverpool. Of course, we take one of each, but we're talking Liverpool. Liverpool have one of each. They don't want one of each now.
Keep
They want
saying
another
each,
one.
bro. I just said one. I'll take one.
Yes, Man United. That's Man United. We're talking about Liverpool right now. Liverpool right now have one of each, bro. They want another Premier League. For them to get another Premier League, they need to spend more money, bro. Why am I acting like they don't need to spend more money?
Because they bought everyone with the team that got, so they're thinking, I'm nice.
I don't think they need
Had shoes.
So what do you think? What do you think
got
Liverpool?
shoes at home.
What do you think
Said
Liverpool
that.
need to
I
do
got
to beat
shoes at
Manchester
home.
beat Man City to this league?
Pattern up on game day, bro. That's all.
There's not much more they can do. Even if they spend more money, Man City is still Man City.
Still,
You get me? Liverpool been getting 90 odd points and not winning the
With
league.
an aging midfield.
So, huh?
With an aging dead midfield, like they're on their last legs, fam. So you don't think if they was to go and get a Bellingham, even a Declan Rice, a couple more midfielders that are gonna make a change, fam. They've got Fabinho, who's 32.
I
Man, I've
honestly
been
don't
saying
think-
Henderson's a
even,
banner.
I
I'm
don't
saying
think that would make them win over Man
I'm
City.
saying these two teams are so perfect that it's one game can cost you the
Literally.
league.
Literally.
You get me?
And as
So
I
there's
said,
not
they just need
much.
to
There's
pattern
not
up.
much room for
No
Error.
Nah,
for
but
error.
every
You get me?
season, but every season Pep spends money. Every season Klopp don't spend money.
Every season.
Last season, they
Liverpool
didn't-
spend money. The
Every season.
Last
Liverpool had
season-
that one
Comparison to
game
Man
at the
City, it's
throwaway.
not a lot of money, but they still spend. They still make adjustments to the team.
Liverpool throw away games that they shouldn't. That's all it is,
because the squad is not levels to
Nah,
Manchester
man. I
City.
mean, throw away games to like a dead squad though. Like just.
But they
out of
don't really
nowhere.
Liverpool. They don't really throw away games. What game have they thrown
were-
away?
they were
The only
getting
game, the
draws
only,
out
the
of
only game
nowhere.
I can say that they've thrown away in the last 5 seasons is that not Aston Villa.
Yeah, it was Aston
I
Villa.
swear
Did
it
they
was
play-
Villa
did
near
they
the end
play
of the
Villa?
season.
game and they
Yeah,
sent
yeah,
all the
yeah.
kids there.
Yeah.
Nah.
They played them twice.
Aston Villa played Man City. And they come
played
back. Yeah, the
Liverpool?
last game of the season. No, I'm talking about the last game of the season. But at the same time, I just think FSG, FSN, whatever they're called, they need to spend money and back frigging Klopp properly. Obviously, you man are just saying that even if they spent the money, they wouldn't be anywhere near Man City.
I never said that. They're already near. I'm just saying there's not much more they can do.
So if they're already near, you don't think if they spend that little bit of money, they can better them?
But they're already on par.
They're not on par.
They are because there's not much in it every season.
I don't think that.
What Liverpool, Man City won the league on
last day.
What was the difference?
2 points, 3 points.
It was 1 point in it.
Could have been. It's happened twice, I think.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't remember
That's the point. There's not a
That's
lot
what
in
I'm
it,
saying.
bro.
Like, there's not a lot in it.
Okay, so if there's not a lot in it with the shitter squad that Liverpool had, because player for player against Man City win. If they put a little bit of peas into it, you don't think they can top them. No, especially if Man say Klopp's the best manager in the world.
I wouldn't even say Man City's squad, player for player, is that much better.
I would.
If you think about it,
I said
Liverpool. Look at Liverpool's defenders compared to Man City's defenders.
That's probably the only department right now. Salah is probably better than all of Man City's backline, but apart from that, who is Nunes? Haaland's better than Nunes. Mahrez is probably better than Diaz. Is proven. Like their attack is probably better. And their midfield. Who else have they got in attack? Their midfield.
Midfield kills them.
Exactly, bro. Like this is what I'm saying. Man City's midfield.
Just the midfield.
But that's why Liverpool need to strengthen. This is my point.
Yeah,
they need to strengthen the midfield.
Grealish is arguably just as good as whoever the hell's going to be playing on the left.
And he don't even play. Man say it's been shit. Yeah. But I personally, I'm gonna wrap this one up here.
I think there's the. Go on.
You go on, finish that one.
I disagree. That Grealish thing.
Grealish what? That he's better than
Liverpool have more goal scorers than Man City.
Do they?
They do.
Nah, they've only got Nunes and Salah. That's 2.
What about Jota?
Yo, I keep forgetting about Diego, you know. I keep forgetting about Diego. Fair play, they've got 3. He's a goal scorer. But Mahrez is a goal scorer. Fair enough, he misses a lot of the time, but he still bags. De Bruyne, they get goals from their midfield.
Liverpool get goals from their midfield.
Fabinho, look, penalty or something. Who,
they
bro?
don't.
And the defense.
Who?
And the defender scores goals. Trent scores goals.
Trent scores goals.
Van Dijk scores goals.
Me off for that one.
Konate scores goals. Matip scores goals. Even Alisson scores, bro.
Keem's nose is being a bit biased with this one. I know you hate Liverpool. I hate Liverpool too. But
I don't hate Liverpool.
You do.
I hate Liverpool fans.
I'm just being honest, man. They need me for reinforcements. But that was topic of the week. Man, you're shite.
TezTalks. Check the scores before you come with your reckless talk. Go check. Sending call and banter my team and we banter yours. For the win, taking no L's, we don't do draws. Don't press pause, keep your ears peeled when Tezzy talks.